Hey everybody, this is Jake Mace with JakeMace.com. We're coming to you live today for a Tai Chi and Qigong class. Are you guys ready? I'm going to give it about 3 minutes, maybe 3 or 4 minutes for everybody who's late to come in so they don't miss anything. So in the meantime, I'm going to open up the chat here and see if I can chat with you guys a little bit. Hey everybody, this is Jake Mace with JakeMace.com. Can you guys hear me okay? If you guys can hear me on the chat down there, let me know if you can hear me or not. I tell you what, I'm in love with this live hangout slash technology that we can utilize to train this ancient art. I think it's so cool that I can come to you guys live and we can train together and have our class be as close to being in person as possible. And you guys can watch and jump in and train from all over the world. So I think it's so cool. I think this Google Hangout YouTube live class is really some excellent technology that we can utilize to train this ancient art of Tai Chi. Just think about if you guys were into other professional sports, like if you were into baseball or golf, or if you were into skiing or football, and one of your all-time favorite players was able to come to you live and give you some pointers on swing and pointers on pitching and pointers on hitting the ball and sinking putts and how to run different kinds of patterns and different ways to throw the ball. I think that would be so priceless. Imagine if back in the day, if Jack Nicklaus, you know, or Nolan Ryan would have done a live class, how many cool things could have come about because of that live class. You know, how many people could have learned some of the master's skill in a class using technology like this. I'm gonna look for the comments here. I'm gonna give it about 2 more minutes, then we'll get started. We'll do a Tai Chi warm-up. We'll do some Qigong together, some Tai Chi soft style, Neidan style Qigong. And then we'll also, after that, jump into our Tai Chi practice for today. I see a few of you in the chat that I recognize from always making a lot of really nice comments below our YouTube videos at our Shaolin Center YouTube channel. Like I see Shadow the Hedgehog Dragon Emperor. I see you a lot in the comments on our YouTube videos. Good to have you in here. I see the Warrior Bat Returns. Great to have you in the class. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think about Tai Chi, make sure I'm on camera, and look at the chat at the same time. So if I miss your comment, it's nothing personal. Let me start off with a question here. What is your favorite style or weapon of Tai Chi to practice? And why don't you guys answer that question for me as we get started here. So again, my name is Jake Mace, and we have our YouTube channel, which is how most of you guys have found me, at the Shaolin Center YouTube channel. We also have my website, JakeMace.com. And we have over 800 videos now on our YouTube channel. We're approaching 1,000 videos. We're just about at 170,000 followers on YouTube, and we're at about 25 million views. I'm just floored by how many people out there still love and are interested by Chinese martial arts, Chinese Kung Fu, both the external styles of Shaolin style Kung Fu and also the internal styles like Tai Chi, Xing Yi, and Bagua. It's tough when you're an instructor of the martial arts or really of any discipline and you're just able to teach people in your one city. And if you have a really good month, you might think that, hey, everybody's interested in martial arts. If you have a really bad month, you might think, oh man, everybody's losing interest in the martial arts. But when you broadcast yourself and your instruction to the world on the internet, you really see that there's an interest in what you do everywhere in the world, whether it's Canada or Germany or India, or the Middle East, or China, or Europe, the UK, America, of course, Mexico, South America, Australia. People from around the world have an interest in Chinese-style Kung Fu, as well as Tai Chi and Bagua and Xingyi. So I want to thank you guys for showing an interest. Try to find at least one point during each day to practice for at least 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes. That could be something like external Kung Fu. It could be something like internal Kung Fu. It could be workout. It could be weapons. It could be any part of the martial arts, but try to find at least that 5-minute period per day, because doing even a little bit is better than doing nothing. And of course, if you have time to do an hour or two, that's even better. All right, let's get started, you guys. Tai Chi Chuan. Everybody, wherever you're at right now, repeat after me and say Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, and now, never say Tai Chi Chuan again. All right? So I always tell my beginning students, because it's not Tai Chi Chuan, it's Tai Chi Chen. So now say that, say Tai Chi Chen. It's really a J, Tai Chi. So the Tai Chi is not the same chi as in energy. It's actually Ji, which means something impressive or the ultimate or something like extremely amazing. And so what Tai Chi Chen means is the grand, ultimate, amazing fist, or the grand, ultimate, amazing style, or sometimes just called the grand, ultimate fist. Because Tai Chi is supposed to be a more advanced style of Chinese martial arts. And in all honesty, you're not even supposed to train Tai Chi at all until you've had at least 10 to 20 years of a hard external martial art background. And so we want to think of our body and of our skills as a house. And Kung Fu and the external styles of martial arts are the foundation of the house. It's the frame. It's the concrete foundation. It's all the piping. It's all the groundwork. And then once the house is up and the roof is on there and the house's structure is built, what Tai Chi is Tai Chi is a very nicely decorated living room. Okay? And so you don't want to build the living room first, because the first time it rained, all of your furniture and drapes would be completely ruined. You want to build a foundation first. So don't ever just train Tai Chi by itself. Always include some push-ups, some punches, some kicks, some tiger style, some weapons practice, conditioning, hard style Qigong, things like that, because all that stuff will condition the foundation and the shell. And then Tai Chi will be the inside, and it will be the most lavish kitchen and living room you've ever seen in your life. All right, let's stand up right now wherever we're at, and we'll get started with a warm-up that I often do in almost every class that I teach, whether it's a beginner class or an advanced class. So I'm going to show you guys my pretty much all-purpose Tai Chi warm-up. Let's get up and do it together right now. Hey, first off, shout out to David Dorian Ross with the Tai Chi Fit. I'm wearing your shirt today, David Dorian. All right. I'm gonna try to get the camera so you guys can see my feet as well. Okay, right here. Can you guys see me okay? I want you to stand just like this with the feet together, kind of like an attention position. And while we're in this beginning position, I want you guys to breathe deeply in the nose and out the mouth. So right now, wherever you're at, take an inhale through your nose. Take an exhale through your mouth. And let's just stand right there and do this about 5 times. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Really try to fill the chest, open the chest up. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Now put your hand here at the top of your stomach and do it again. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. When you inhale, push your hand out like this. Exhale, let it go back to normal. One more time, in and out. Now take your hand and put it here, right about where the waist, below your belly button. We call it the dantian. And I want you guys to have your hand here on the lower stomach. And now when you inhale, push the hand out like this. Exhale slow. Can you guys see that? I'll get in a little closer. Watch my stomach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do it again. In. Breathe out. Last one. In. And out. Let's keep that breathing going the whole class. So now open the feet to here. So they're this far apart, shoulder width. I want you guys to have your shoulders and your arms relaxed down by the sides. See my legs in a very strong base position. Now breathe in and lift your hands up. Breathe out, push them down. Just close your eyes and follow my lead. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out the mouth. Keep the knees flexed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more repetitions. From the side view, you guys can see what I'm doing here. Breathe in, the hands are about this far away from the body. When you breathe out, they come closer. This close to your body. Let's do one more for practice. Breathe in. Breathe out, down. Very nice. Now I want you guys to get into this position right here. A little bit deeper stance. So kind of like a horse stance, a half horse. And notice how my legs are not straight, but they're bent and my knees are out. So it's like I'm riding a horse. I have a nice dome kind of in my legs here. From this position, I want you to pretend as if you're sitting on a chair behind you and begin to circle your hands inwardly like this. Inward circles. Now we're going to slow it down. Breathe in as we lift. Breathe out, push across. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, push across. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep it going. In. And out. In. And out. Okay, 3 more. Let your hands be light, like they're floating, but your legs are solid like a redwood tree. Two more breaths. In as you lift. Out as you push across. In as you lift. Out as you push across. Last one. Bring the left foot back in. to this position and stand again, back at our standing position. 1 foot in front, left foot forward like this, and 1 foot back. And see how my feet are in an L shape. My feet are not in a T shape. They're not. I want you guys to be in an L shape with a wider base. Okay? And now from there, take your hands, and it's like you're receiving something. Receive. Withdraw. And then as if you're pushing something and moving something heavy forward. Let's do it again. Receive something. Breathe in. Push something. Breathe out. Let's do this 3 more times together. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale, and you're inhaling in health, longevity, and a stronger immune system. So breathe in that health. Good. Now I want you to switch feet. Other foot forward. I'm going to turn to the side for this one so you guys can see a side view. And to get an L shape. So you have some good width going forward and back, but you also have your feet with a good amount of width going side to side, making an L. And the same thing. Let's withdraw back. And then push forward. Let's keep this going. Withdraw back. Push forward. Remember, we are inhaling in health and longevity. But we're exhaling calm and relaxation. Inhale, health. Exhale. Let's do 2 more together. Very nice. Our next warm-up position, we're gonna do 5 warm-up positions, okay? So our next warm-up position is gonna be working on balance, because a lot of people that take my Tai Chi class, they're always wanting to improve their balance. So right now I want you to lift your left leg in the air just like this. And hold that left leg up. And get your knee as high as your waist. Or even higher. Take a breath in. Take a breath out and put it down. Other leg, the same thing. Lift it up and hold. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. 1 more breath in. And out, put it down. Now we're going to move the arms as well. So lift your arms up to here, breathe in. Breathe out, put it down. Let's do it again. Other leg. Lift up, breathe in. Put it down, breathe out. Lift up, breathe in. Exhale, down. Let's do 5 more of these. I'll turn to the side so you guys can see a side view. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Here we go. Very nice. Now right from there, I want you guys to have a seat for a second, or you can stay standing, whatever you want to do. And take one hand and put it on your cheekbone right here. We're gonna try to do a few breaths, opening up the sinus cavity. So we're not gonna stretch the skin, but we're gonna pull open like nasal cavity and try to feel that stretch there, and then hold it for 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more. Exhale. The other side, the other hand, same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you guys to keep that breath going, but now take 2 fingers and put them on the hollow of your chin. And I want you to keep that breath deep and smooth and soft. Do about 10 circles, giving some pressure to that hollow of your chin. Once you got 10, go to the hollow of the upper cleft of the lip, below the nose. Once you got 10, go to the corner of your eye, not the eyeball, but just where the nose meets the eye, and circle 10 times there. After that, go to the third eye, between the brows, 10 circles. Deep breath. After that, take those 2 fingers again and go right below the hairline, where the neck and the skull meet. There's 2 hollows there, and do 10 circles. I do outside circles and a good breath. Good, and then just either remain standing or remain sitting. Make sure your posture is straight and erect, going up toward the sky. Your shoulders are down and your head is up. And I want you to try to, whether you're standing or sitting, keep the posture straight and strong, but also relax every bit of energy away out of your body. And the only thing you're focused on is a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale. Feel like you're increasing your vitality on the inhale. And you're becoming in control of your emotions and completely relaxed on the exhale. And carefully open the eyes and focus your vision forward again. And you guys, that's pretty much my 5 to 10 minute Tai Chi warm-up that I do before I begin my practice and also before I begin most of my classes. It's a great way to kind of cleanse the palate. You ever done a food taste test or something like that where you have to cleanse your palate between different foods? I think what we just did was the palate cleanser. And it's the cleanser of the mind. And so it helps to cleanse your brain and cleanse your senses and cleanse your heart, your organs, your nervous system, and your physical body from all the stresses that civilized life has put on us, right? So whether it's Facebook, social media, work, school, family, whatever the stresses you have in your life are, I think what we just did, that 5 to 10 minute warm up, is an essential part of the modern day healthy human being. Because the modern day healthy human being not only has the ability to condition his or her body to be in great shape, but at the same time is in control of their emotional state and is able to allow themselves to be at a very positive emotional state at all times. and doesn't allow themselves to get too negative unless it suits them. Okay, are you ready for some Tai Chi? Let's get some Tai Chi practice. We're gonna go through a few sequences or forms. So if you're experienced in Tai Chi, I'm sure that you have seen Tai Chi forms before. And if you're a beginner to Tai Chi, then turn your thinking cap on, because you gotta memorize a few things right now. And what people always tend to ask me is, Jake, you know, I've learned Tai Chi from somebody else, and the Tai Chi that you're doing is not the exact same as what they're doing. I'm like, yes, if you go to 10 or 20 different Tai Chi instructors, you will see 10 or 20 different types and different sequences of Tai Chi. It's just a fact of life. Just like if you go to 20 different golf teachers, they're all gonna have a different philosophy of what kind of swing to teach you. But they're all gonna teach golf. And every one of those 10 to 20 instructors will all teach Tai Chi. So the peacefulness, the relaxation, the rooting to the ground, the continuity and smoothness of movement will all be the same, hopefully, depending on which teacher you go to. And I notice about 10% of the Tai Chi instructors out there or so, 10% or so, teach the fighting applications and the combative form of Tai Chi. So I always was one that favored the combat and the self-defense aspect of Tai Chi, because not only was it fun to use Tai Chi to spar, it was important for me to know what the technique was for, what it was used for. And when I knew what the fighting application of the technique was, then for some reason I was able to perform the form much better with much more realism and more power and more rooting behind the movements. So it's enough talk, let's get to our action. Let's go over what I call Tai Chi Yang style, section 1. And actually, in addition to you guys watching here on YouTube, I've got a second camera going behind this camera, and I'm gonna be uploading this entire lesson also in Tai Chi's and Kung Fu School at jakemace.com. So there's gonna be a new playlist starting tonight at about midnight. It's gonna be called Live Classes at jakemace.com. So if you're already a student in my online school, look for that playlist. And every time we do one of these playlists, I'm gonna also upload it to the online school, so that eventually, hopefully there will be hundreds and hundreds of these live classes you can always choose from to follow at home. Okay, Yang style Tai Chi, section 1, let's go for it right now. Get yourself in position just like this. Take your left foot and step out to the left. And that step out is very important before we get started. There's a movie that I oftentimes talk about with Tai Chi with the step, and it's called Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. And it's an arm wrestling movie, and Sylvester Stallone is trying to win the world's arm wrestling competition. And whenever he takes his hat and he flips his hat around backwards, that's the switch that tells him it's time to get diesel power and win. And so that step is the Tai Chi version of the hat. Once we do that step, once that step happens, nothing can take our focus away. We want to have complete focus. Even if a bomb were to go off right next to us, we would continue to do our Tai Chi practice after that step happens. And when the final bow occurs, that's when you can go back to being you again. Let's do it again together. So good stance right here. We're going to bend the knees. Left leg steps out to shoulder width position. And now both feet anchor into the floor as if you're cracking the concrete beneath you. And the first move is going to be rising, sinking like we did earlier with a deep breath. In the nose. Mouth. That's the first move. The second move involves holding the ball with the right hand on top right here. Like a basketball, just about this size. And the ball is heavy, so you want to have your rooted stance and your shoulders dropped. Then the right leg steps to the right over here. And we hold that ball, just like that. See how my weight is on the front leg, this leg right here. After that step, we do a second step with the left leg, bring it in, and then step this leg forward, and then the left hand comes up and the right hand goes down, just like this. My hands go about this far apart, just about even with the ball of my foot. So the left hand is over the left foot, the right hand is even with the right foot. Then do this again. Left on top, hold the ball. Step to your right, and again, move the hands like this. Right hand comes up, left hand goes down. We face this way. If you're an advanced Tai Chi practitioner, don't ever think you're too good to hit up your fundamentals. I've been doing Tai Chi for almost 20 years, and I'm always amazed that I don't need to do the most complex techniques of Tai Chi to get a workout. Even if I do the easiest Tai Chi movements, it's good because it's reinforcing good fundamentals into my Tai Chi practice. So let's do this section again. Whether you're beginner or advanced, stick with me and keep good breathing, relaxation of body, focus of vision, and rooting of legs. Let's try it again together. Bend the knees. Step out left. Root the legs to the floor. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, sink. Right on top, hold the ball. Breathe in. Right leg steps to the right, breathe out. Left leg comes in, breathe in. Left leg steps forward and the hands do this, breathe out. We call this grasp the sparrow by the tail. Breathe in, make the ball left on top. Breathe out, step to the right and the right hand comes up. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Very nice, you guys. You're supposed to have a little bit of a smile during this practice, and I had a student about 3 years ago. She will live in my mind in immortality. And she asked me a question halfway through her first class. She said, I have a question. I said, yes, what's your question? And she said, when does this become relaxing? Because I am very stressed out learning this new stuff. And the whole class laughed. And I think she's right. When you're learning something for the first time, it's stressful. But I promise you that when you guys practice for at least a week, and then you go on to more advanced stuff, the stuff you learned the previous week gets easier. Like when you go on to 4th grade, 3rd grade becomes easier. And Tai Chi is just like that. Just practice hard, put in time and effort, and after your first 10 days or so, you'll start to feel the flow and the relaxation that comes from your practice. Let's do it one time together. From the back view, I'm not gonna say anything, and follow behind me as if you're behind me in one of my classes live. Hey, awesome. If you guys are still practicing, you stuck with it, then you're great. You guys are succeeding. I want to show you guys, though, 4 more moves, and then we'll start to do some Qigong here. So let's stick with it. Stay strong for 4 more moves. Together, I'll face toward you this time. Rooting. Left leg steps out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand on top. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right foot steps. Breathe in. Breathe out. Grasp the sparrow's tail, number 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Grasp the sparrow's tail, number 2. So the right foot is forward and right hand is up. Now the next move I want to show you guys is part of 4 moves. And this move is called the 4 essential actions. Or sometimes some Tai Chi schools say this collection of 4 moves is actually called grasp the sparrow's tail. So if we go to our rooted stance and our right hand is up, the first of the 4 actions is ward off. We want to look at our palm, our right palm, and turn to the right as far as our spine will let us. And then come back, just like that. Now the second move, we lift the left hand behind us over here, like we're picking something up, like a pie, like you're picking a pie up. And after that, we take the left hand and touch it to the right wrist, right here. And then they're connected, left palm on the right wrist. And we press the connection forward with our body, this way. And then we withdraw both hands back and then push both hands forward. And those are our 4 actions. Let's do it again one more time. So go back to here where we left off. First action is ward off. Turn to the right as far as you can turn. Second action is roll back. We bring the hand back. Third action, we lift the left hand behind us, connect the left hand to the right wrist, and the third action is called press, and we press that connection forward. It's called Ji in Chinese. Then we do the on or the push. You guys get to hear my dogs. Let's do it again. So go back to that position we just had. Right hand up. Ward off. Roll back. Connect and press. Withdraw and push. And notice I've stayed in my rooted bent leg stance the whole time. My legs are starting to really burn and feel it. That's good. It's improving my strength and my youthfulness and my balance. The breathing goes like this. Breathe in on the ward off. Breathe out on the roll back. Breathe in on the lift. Breathe out on the press. Breathe in on the withdraw. Breathe out on the push. Let's do it with no talking. Go back to here. Smile, enjoy yourself. Let's begin. That's it. I did a class in Huntington Beach, California a few months back with David Dorian Ross. And it was a great class because for 15 minutes of the class, at least 15 minutes, the entire class with no words, just with visual following. So the students would just follow his lead with no words. It was pretty cool. It's like a Tai Chi mime exercise. So maybe the mime style is another style of Tai Chi that David Dorian Ross can create. It's a really fun class. So sometimes it's good to describe the moves, but sometimes it's good to just not overthink it. Just do the best you can visually. Just watch and do the best you can. Let's do the entire form and end at the push. Are you ready? Let's do it together. Standing position, step out left. Rising, sinking with a deep breath. Hold the ball. Right on top, step to the right. Keep that ball. Left foot step forward, grasp the sparrow's tail, number 1. Rooted stance. Hold the ball, left on top. Step to the right, grasp the sparrow's tail, number 2. 4 actions, ward off. Roll back. Press. And push. Nice job, you guys. Let's do it one more time from the front with no words. Just follow me as best you can and breathe deeply. After that, we turn to the left. We reel the silk and lift the left leg. Step to a 45-degree stance and single whip. Left hand blocks, pushes, and the right hand stays to the side, just like this. We'll go over the single whip move next time. Let's do it one more time, our final repetition together. Then we'll close this class down, but let's do it once more from the back, like you're following behind me, and follow as best you can. Let's do it together. And our new section is turn, drop down, reel the silk up, step, leave the right hand there and single whip with the left hand. This hand is up here. Excellent job. One of the things I always practice when I do Tai Chi is during the form training, I don't always have to keep the form completely smooth. What I can do is I can actually pause at any moment throughout the form, like let's say for single whip. I can pause for single whip and I can hold that for 10 breaths and just make a little stillness meditation for 10 breaths. Drop the shoulders, good stance. And when I'm sufficiently full of oxygen and relaxed, then I'll continue on to section 2 and so on. Crane flips the wings, brush the knee and push. So I love Tai Chi. It truly is an art form and you really want to treat it as such. You want to make sure that you're learning the fundamentals correctly, putting in the time in the beginning to have a solid foundation and good technique and good flow and good fighting application, good breathing ability. But then once you put in about 5 or 10 years, you want to start to play with the Tai Chi a little bit, Tai Chi play, and you want to make it your own. And you want to train Tai Chi in a way that fits your life. Because there's not just one way to do Tai Chi. You know what I mean? There's your way to do Tai Chi. You guys are the Buddha. Everyone's the Buddha together. Let me jump in here and see if we got any questions. And I'll answer some questions on the chat. So the cool thing about these live classes is that I'm going to post this class to my YouTube channel so you can watch it forever. But I got my higher quality camera going up top for the online school. So if you guys are members of jakemace.com, the online school, it's either $5 a month or $50 for the entire year. And we have 302 videos up there right now. And we have about 50 more videos on the way before the next month or two. So a lot of video lessons coming to jakemace.com, including starting tonight at about midnight, the new playlist called Live Classes. And we'll throw every live class we do on the online school as well with better quality camera so you guys can see it. But if you guys are here with me live, the cool thing is that if you have any questions, then we can I can answer them right here. Make sure that you guys have respectful chat questions. I'm gonna go to the beginning here, and some of you say that your favorite Tai Chi style is Yang style. Some say that you like the fan the best. I like the Tai Chi fan as well. We'll do a class, a live coming up here. This person, let's see here. The first question I can find, the person from Argentina. That's pretty cool. I love when you're from foreign countries. It's so great. This guy says, hey Jake, I was wondering if you could do some more vids on Wing Chun or a few live events. I have been wanting to add some more Wing Chun in my training. Yes, I will do some more videos for our YouTube channel on Wing Chun, as well as some live classes on Wing Chun. Wing Chun is not necessarily my specialty though. As many of you know, I have about 5 or so videos on my YouTube channel out of 800 and so on the Wing Chun Wooden Man and some of the little idea form, the first fundamental form of Wing Chun. Wing Chun is a practice on my own, but my bread and butter is Shaolin style traditional Chinese Gong Fu and the internal stuff, Xingyi and Qigong. So Wing Chun is not my specialty, but it's something I enjoy. And since it's my YouTube channel, I think there are benefits to be had from Wing Chun, and I throw it out there. So yes, we'll do some videos on that as well. Thanks, Shadow, for the compliments. And let's see here. Somebody is asking here, what is the meaning of Tai Chi? We already covered that. Tai Chi means the grand ultimate fist. This person says that they're sick. They can't practice as hard as they want to. Avatar said that, but it's okay because this is going to be posted to the YouTube channel so you can watch it when you're healthy again. Well, it's great having you guys here. If there's not any other questions, let me type in the chat here. Any other questions? Let me give you guys some announcements. Number one announcement is that I've been getting a lot of people asking about the online school lately at jakemace.com and if you will be able to belt ranks like white belt all the way to black belt. And the answer is yes. We're putting together right now a program so that you can train on the online school at jakemace.com and you will be able to train from the beginning levels into black belt and beyond that. And we'll have a certification process that will take place online. So you can actually videotape yourself or video yourself and send in your quote unquote test over video. And I will watch it, grade it, and we either pass you or not. And if you pass, we'll certify you as that new belt rank. So if you guys have not yet joined my email list, then go to jakemace.com and hit the button that says email Jake. And you guys can get on the email list, and then you'll be the first to know when we have the new belt certification process going. We also have our next live class already in mind, and then the next live class is going to either be tiger style, crane style, or the bow staff. So you guys need to tell me at facebook.com/JakeMe or tell me on my email system which live class you'd like to have next between tiger, crane, or the bow staff. And I will oblige. I will do what you guys want. We also have a really cool thing going on with the challenge, the tornado kick challenge. I was overwhelmed. I went on vacation for a week and I posted a lot of the footage from my vacation on my Instagram account, which is at Jake Mace Tai Chi. If you guys are on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram at Jake Mace Tai Chi. And I uploaded the video, which was a challenge video for, hey, Jake Mace, check out my tornado kick. And I showed you guys my tornado kick. And then I wanted to see you guys video yourselves doing the tornado kick and then upload it to YouTube with the title, hey, Jake Mace, check out my tornado kick. And you guys really came through. It was like at least 50 videos out there that are titled, hey, Jake Mace, check out my tornado kick. You guys can go on YouTube and search that and you'll find them. And we ended the challenge last night at midnight. And so the challenge is over. Now, if you want to upload video still, that's fine. I'll take a look at it and I'll give you guys a comment on your video. But I'm going to go through all the videos. I'm going to make a montage of my favorite tornado kicks. And then I'm going to, after the montage is over, I'm going to have my top 10 favorite tornado kicks with one winner. And the winner is going to get my new Kung Fu Kicks DVD for free as a download from the online school at jakemace.com. So pretty cool. The next challenge is going to be with the bow staff. So I want you guys to get your bow staff abilities ready. And the next challenge should be out about midway through this next week because it's going to take me about 2 or 3 days to compile and make the montage video of all the tornado kicks. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to upload the new challenge video with the bow staff. So it's going to be kind of fun. Thanks for watching Tai Chi. As it gets dark on me and I finish up this class today, I want you guys to remember that it's very important to practice Tai Chi. If you only practice the fighting aspect of martial arts, then you will develop a psychology and a mentality of a fighter. You might be a little bit of a punk, and you might have an attitude problem. You might be Cobra Kai, like in the Karate Kid. And if you only practice Tai Chi, if that's all you do and you only practice Tai Chi, then you also might have a mentality of a little bit of a softie. You know what I mean? You only have, if you're only doing meditation all day long, then you're going to be as soft as a Buddhist monk meditating in a temple. The key is synergy, is to get both worlds into one and truly become a warrior of yin and yang. What I mean by that is you want to have equal parts and equal parts sugar, equal parts the fighting and the external styles of martial arts, and equal parts the meditation and the soft styles of martial arts, so that when the S hits the fan, you know what I mean? You have the skills in both areas, and you are the master of the outside and the inside, and you're the master of the hot and the cold, and you're the master of the heavens and of the earth, and you're the masters of the yin and the yang, of the male and the female, of the light and the dark, and you're the master of the Kung Fu and the Tai Chi. So please put equal parts of time into Tai Chi as you do Kung Fu and vice versa. And I hope you guys enjoyed this live class. We'll have more of these coming up. Hit the like button for me, subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you share this video with all your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube that have an interest in the martial arts, meditation, or Tai Chi, and add this video to your favorites on YouTube, of course. Thanks for watching. I love bringing these classes to you guys. It's my pleasure to be here in front of you and to give you guys traditional Chinese Kung Fu and Tai Chi instruction. And hopefully, I'll be alive for the next class coming up next week. We should be having our next live class Wednesday evening. So get on my email list, jakemace.com, so you can get the exact date and time. Thanks for watching, guys. Great to have you in. I'll see you next time.